playing a lot of Elden Ring lately. I even tried a shield-only invasion build. But the constant gang squads were pretty stressful, especially with such a weak build. Around the same time I started playing Dark Souls again, and compared to Elden Ring, Dark Souls felt surprisingly relaxed. So I thought it would be fun to start a new character and just play through the game normally. We'll invade, get invaded, and do some co-op along the way. The plan is simple. Follow the normal progression of the game. No rushing for gear, no overleveling, no over-upgrading our weapons. In each area, we'll do a few invasions before moving on. Over time, we'll slowly build towards the Moonlight Greatsword. Until then, we'll be trying all kinds of weapons and spells. Get your Estus and come along with me. As my starting class, I went with the Pyromancer, the superior wizard. The stat spread works really well for this build, and we won't be using any spells at the start anyway. Luckily, this is the only place we'll be using this disgusting demon magic. At Firelink Shrine, we are collecting the starting goodies. Most importantly, the cracked red eye orbs. I decided to dupe them since we simply don't get enough. The alternative would be rushing the Four Kings, which I would rather avoid. So, duping it is.
Well now, you see, I try.
The first merchant is great. Here we can dupe our orbs, buy some decent gear, and, if you want, borrow his katana permanently. For our first invasions, there's no reason to level up just yet, so I decided to stay at soul level 1. As my starting weapon, I choose the unupgraded Morningstar. Our damage is pretty low at this point, so bleed does most of the heavy lifting. It's also our best chance against strings, but honestly, even bleed won't save you from them. Aside from the twins, this is a really fun area to invade, and a great place to get some PvP experience. We have 0 poise right now, so even this dagger can stun lock us. Luckily, our opponent doesn't take advantage of it. Time for the next boss, another dirty demon. But bosses shouldn't be much of a problem in this one. As we level up, we'll get enough strength and dex to use weapons like the claymore and rapier. After that, we'll focus on survivability. Intelligence can wait until later. Got invaded by a twink in full giants with a Gravelord sword. I really shouldn't be able to win this. It was clearly toying with me. But luckily for me, he got a little too relaxed and let me have the win. But don't worry, I ran into him again later and he absolutely whooped me. I got this guy 7 times in a row, trapped in this loop of fog walling. To break the loop, I just blocked him. Undead Parish is another great place for multiplayer. There's plenty of activity here and you can already see the gear getting better as we progress. And this time, we are using the all-reliable claymore. For the gargoyles, I decided to farm for the halberd. Just kill one of them, check for the drop, and quit out. The gargoyle respawns, giving you another chance at the loot. Here we find Griggs, another big head fanatic. We'll buy some spells from him, especially magic weapon. This lets us buff our weapons and officially start our wizard journey. And if you're wondering, saw arrows aren't worth it yet. Ah, my beloved, looking good as always.
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you under such...
After buying the spells, we'll return to the Undead Asylum. It's a perfect time to defeat the boss and clean out the area before heading down through the depths into the swamp. From now on, we'll start leveling intelligence and actually make use of our spells. We'll be using the longsword with magic weapon. At this point, all our damage comes from this buff. I got caught between the house and the stand-in. My only way out is to get backstabbed. The animation should put me on the other side of the host. I'm happy to still see some core players, but I made a lot of mistakes in this invasion. I could have easily punished my heals with backstabs. Luckily, the mobs were more useful than I was. Our damage is noticeably lacking, and magic weapon isn't exactly carrying us yet. Capra Demon really shouldn't even be surviving this long. Looking back, standing in the sheep spot and firing soul arrows would have probably been more fun. Picking up the spider shield for Blighttown. This is the earliest point where we can farm green titanite shards. With them we could go back to Rickard and make our first magic weapons. But I'll wait until after Greylock. Our first NPC invader. I always let him fight Lothric, but I've never seen him win. I always find a lot of activity in the depths, probably because everyone goes human for Kirk. Either way, I have a lot of fun here. Our damage against bosses at this point is pitiful. I should have bought the crystal greatsword from the merchant nearby. It would have helped against Squaler too. Blighttown is my favorite area in the game. The atmosphere is great and it really rewards exploration. With the spider shield we picked up earlier, we can completely block the poison attacks, essentially nullifying the area's gimmick. I had so much fun here that I completely forgot to change my weapon. The unique layout makes this area really great for invasions. It definitely gives you a reason to stick around a little longer. We find our first dragon scale, which we'll need for the Moonlight Greatsword. I find some jolly cooperation. We had some fun goofing around together. Against the boss, we tried to hide, but there was no fooling this demon freak. The best place to farm Green Titanite if you need some. With a rusted iron ring and the remedy spell, we are perfectly prepared to invade the swamp. It's nice to finally have a reason to use them. There was plenty of activity here, but most people try to escape by running to the boss. Even so, I had a great time. Right before the boss I found the Sunbro. I wasn't planning on summoning help for bosses in this run, but I always appreciate some jolly cooperation. Our damage is at an all-time low, and it really helps with the fight, but once we leave this demon-infested hellhole behind, we'll finally be able to pick up some great loot for our build, and start doing some actual damage. With both belts of Awakening 1, it's finally time to head towards Sen's Fortress. That's where we leave it for today. Thanks for watching and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the journey.